This is a prime example. By the way, my name is Dave Siefkas. I'm from Lowry United Neighborhood. I'm standing here with reams of documents, of which this is about a tenth of what I actually have in my house. That I'm not going to hold it all this time. This is an example of fuzzy logic. That's what I call it. You know, you have an explanation, well, it's for other people to answer. And what happens is there's agreement upon agreement between LRA, LAC, City of Denver, and you know what? When you really start asking all the questions, nobody knows the answers. But I've taken upon myself to read all the documents I can stand to read. I think my eyesight is failing at this point. But I want to give you some information about the question the lady just asked. We have a document that is confirmed by the Colorado Department of Health and Environment that says that the readings, the unusually high readings found in soil and groundwater samplings were, quote, naturally, unquote, occurring uranium in the landfill. Now, let me show you why that's fuzzy logic. Nobody has said we haven't found any contaminants in the landfill, and therefore that's why we can build this development. Nobody has said that. Nobody has taken ownership and said we will not build on land that is contaminated and hazardous to human health. Nobody. We have 50 site-related groundwater samples on what they call the old landfill, OU2, which is commonly referred to on the website. Given that there's 70 acres of land, that's about 1.4 wells per acre. Okay? Now, given that there's about 60,984 square feet in that, that's roughly the size of 3/4 of a football field. There'd be one well. Is there any reason we haven't found any contamination yet? So they say. But let me tell you what the Air Force found. Here's what the Air Force found. The Air Force found that based on EPA regulatory standards, there is 10 times the acceptable level of gross alpha, they call it, and gross beta concentrations. Now here's what they actually say. Beyond the measurements, none of us know what the picopurities and all that stuff means. Here's what they say. One report stated this, quote, these locations are down gradient of a poorly documented radiological waste disposal area, unquote. Another document clearly stated, and I quote, the parcel has contamination remaining above regulatory standards.